where were you held?
Okay, so I was held at FCI Ferriton in South Jersey.
South Jersey.
Not a nice place to be. It's New Jersey, first of all. Let's start with that. I'm sorry to anybody from New Jersey listening.
Fair, totally fair.
Not a nice place to be, South Jersey. So I pull up to South Jersey at Ferriton FCI. And it starts with this is a medium facility with a satellite camp. Now, the medium facility is a very violent prison. I mean, very violent prison. Ex-gang members, gangbangers, child molesters, rapists, you name it, murderers who've worked themselves down from a penitentiary with good behavior throughout the years. And now they have this cozy little spot and this array of like the worst human beings on earth all sitting in this medium facility.
How many former congressmen facing 7 years for campaign finance violation?
I was the first one.
Rhetorical question.
And I reckon I'll be the only one.
I hope so.
I think I'll be the only one. And regardless of party, I will probably be the only one to ever face something so insane. So I pull up. I go to the camp across the street from the facility, which is a satellite camp. Now imagine a warehouse, not too different from where we're sitting now, but bare bones. And then you have this entire dormitory, bed, cubby, little lockers, bed, cubby. And it's rows of that, right? And that's how you live. Those are your living quarters. And then there's an adjacent room that has a cafeteria. There's five TVs in there. And even that's segregated because it's the black TV, the white TV, the Hispanic TV, and then there's a sports TV. And then literally what they call the CNN TV, because the TV stays on CNN the whole day. So
this sounds like you just defined hell. It's racially segregated though?
TVs, yes. The remote controls are operated by people according to their race. And God have mercy on your soul if you're a white guy and you go near the remote for the black people or the Spanish people. It is all hell. Like people will literally get stabbed with a shank if they do that.
For picking up the black remote or the Hispanic remote?
Yep. Or the white remote for that matter. It is very political. So that's the environment I'm in. Lovely. Me, all cheery and joy. I'm like, hi, George Santos. Nice to meet you. Don't talk to me. I'm like, okay, you have a nice day. I mean, I'm definitely not cut for prison. Let's just be very honest. And
that did occur to me before they sent you away.
So that was kind of the environment, right? And then I start understanding that, I mean, the first day I walk in there, I understand that this isn't a place where people go to be abandoned and rot and forgotten about to rot. The ceiling is all made out of like this, how can I call it? This canvas. And it's all ripped up, patched up, and there's a flap hanging open and black mold, like bubbles of black mold, almost like cotton, are just like dangling off the ceiling. And you can see that the whole thing is compromised with black mold. We're breathing this in this non-ventilated space. This is the kind of environment that the warden maintains down in FCI Ferriton. This is not an indictment, by the way, on the BOP. This is an indictment on a derelict in duty administrator who has no business doing her job.
This is a female warden.
Female warden, Lynn Kelly, who runs the prison. Absolutely unqualified for the job. I mean, and I say that with confidence. She can sue me. I'd love to go to a deposition for calling her unqualified. When you run a facility where the bathroom has outbreaks of ringworms and listeria, when you run a facility that you're serving inmates expired food as far back as a year, chicken patties that had been frozen but expired in 2024 were still being served to inmates in 2025.
This is in Ecuador?
No. I thought I was in a Mexican prison.
This is the United States.
It is the United States. But I felt like I was in a Mexican prison because everything, by the way, fun story, beef taco salad, chicken taco salad, beef fajita, chicken fajita are all on the menu on a constant rotation to the point you're just like, I don't want to see another tortilla or tortilla chip in my face. So this is a facility I was in, canned goods that were expired. I would go to the officer in charge of the kitchen because I obviously got involved in the kitchen right away. Natural fit, like cooking, like entertaining. I said, I'll go cook for these people. This is expired. He's like, well, you got to open it. We take it by chance. If it's bad, it's good. It's garbage. If it's good, then we'll use it. I'm like, oh, great. Russian roulette with canned goods. It's literally
the botulism Olympics.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that was day one.
Like?
Yeah, the kitchen. The kitchen is officially closed after I wrote several observations of its risks on my column for the South Shore Press because I was still writing from in there. And they...
Wait, you were their prison columnist?
Well, no, I'm my own. I write for the column for the South Shore Press,
Yes.
which is a New York paper. I've been writing for them for over a year. And I was still retaining that column. And I was writing from prison, criticizing the prison I was in and documenting my journey. Look, unfortunately, I'm known to not be scared of bucking the system.
Yeah, well, apparently.
To my detriment. But so I criticized him and I critiqued all of these things to a massive audience that I have as a platform. And it subsequently led to the kitchen closure.
But what was it like before it closed?
I mean, broken equipment, absolute filth, nothing functioning, drains that backed up and brought back the most guck you can think of, machinery that you were literally, I always thought that eating the food at FCI Ferriton was either I get some really, really bad food poisoning and I'm going to lose a lot of weight, or I might just not die. It's like, it's either or. You really can't. It's inexplicable.
What's the hand washing regimen like in the kitchen?
There's no hand washing regimen. It's you wear gloves. Who's washing hands? They give you gloves. They don't even give you soap to wash your hands in the kitchen because you're wearing gloves.
But what if the gloves are dirty?
Oh no, it's lovely. You should see the loveliness of I got in trouble because I put a pair of gloves on, right? And if I'm stirring a spoon and I'm doing my things and then I proceed to go open a box to get something, once I'm done with that box, I would switch out gloves and toss them. But I guess I was going through gloves so fast. And I got yelled at, saying like, no, you change gloves too many times. Like, no, you take it easy. Once you're gloved up for the day. I'm like, what? Like, what is going on here? You would see these guys, like some of the inmates follow that regiment. I don't care. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I eat this food. They would put on gloves. And the loveliest thing was they'd get a piece of paper, blow their nose, wearing the gloves. They'd open a box. They'd touch dirty, dusty cans. And then the next thing you'd see, they're in there mushing up spices into the ground beef. And I'm like, it's like, I'm telling you, it's your own personal hell for a germaphobe. It's like, that's prison. The conditions of the kitchen were just atrocious. It's hard to explain when you have a walk-in freezer that's constantly over freezing and breaking, and you have to thaw it, and then everything in it thaws, and then they refreeze it, and then it's like, but the chicken has expired a year, but it keeps well. Like, you got to pretend this is all normal, It's just remarkable. Like, Guantanamo has better treatment for their prisoners, I assume.
Did you whip up anything good?
I did rice pudding.
Did you actually?
I was the first person, I think, in that prison's history to have the audacity to make rice pudding.
How was it?
It was good. It was like diner New York style. Like,
yeah.
I had rice. I had 2 big cartons full of milks that were going to expire in 2 days. So I said, instead of letting it go to waste, let's make something with it. I said, rice pudding it is. I had cinnamon, I had allspice, I had rice, I had sugar, and I had milk. Rice pudding. They loved it.
Yeah, it's one of the great desserts, which is kind of fading.
Yeah, and I love it. So, I love it. And then it's funny that I did do a flan, but I did a test flan. It worked. I mean, I'm ridiculous. Trust me. I love cooking. I did do a flan, but it was...
to do a flan from prison.
You can.
Takes a certain elan.
I mean, it takes a je ne sais quoi. So, you had milk, you had eggs, you had sugar. Again, you have the ingredients. It's just really the chutzpah that's missing.
Yes.
And
you brought it.
I bought it. I mean, it was, look, I baked lemon cakes with lemon icing. I mean, I came to a place where the kitchen was delivering doom and gloom. And my first week there, inmates were like revving about how the desserts were amazing, how the food was better prepared. It looked like it was prepared with care. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Okay. I mean, I still had to make the grub that's on the menu, right? But I actually bothered to peel potatoes instead of making mashed potatoes full of dirty peel. I washed the vegetables before I worked them.
You don't wash the vegetables?
No. So I actually took precautions. I mean, they don't wash, they barely peel. It really depends on who's in the kitchen. I can speak for myself. I did. And a lot of other inmates they didn't care. But what's sad about that is that the mentality that they have is so self-destructive because of how they're treated by the institution.
Yes.
They forget they're going to eat that too. They completely are oblivious to the fact that they're going to experience and eating the carelessness of their own, I guess, despair. So it's sad.
Well, there's nothing like ending the day by the fire, book in your hand, dogs at your feet, cup of coffee at your side. I can tell you it works. And what makes it better is Cozy Earth. We're not even sure you've heard of the bubble cuddle blanket. We have. It's a big deal. It's soft, textured, perfect for settling down after a long day. It's like a cloud, actually. It'll make you sleepy just dreaming about it. Speaking of which, Cozy Earth also has what you need to take your sleep to the next level. We hope you're seated because this may blow your mind. Bamboo sheets. Bamboo, the fabric of the future. Actually, they are amazing. Can't believe they're from bamboo. They're temperature regulating, moisture wicking. You actually sleep cooler, smooth, breathable, super durable. If you don't believe it, try them risk-free, 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. Upgrade the place you spend the most time, which is your bed, 1/3 of your life at least. It begins at CozyEarth.com. Use the code Tucker for 20% off. That's CozyEarth.com, code Tucker. And if you get a post-purchase survey, let them know that you heard about Cozy Earth right here on this show. Because home is not just where you live, it's how you feel. Cozy Earth, the best. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.